Trailblazers. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the match that we've all been waiting for between Kenya Ports Authority and Trailblazers Volleyball Club. This is the second day of the fifth leg of the Kenya National Volleyball Federation Men's National League 2022-2023 season. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the match that all of us have been waiting for. We are going to bring you this live from here at the NYAYO National Stadium. And the match is just about to start off. We are going to have a conversation with the Trailblazers Volleyball Club coach. They're going to start off with the free attacks now. So I'll just move a little bit back to avoid, being in the line of fire. So we have also results from the Kenya Prisons Inter-Regional Sports Championships that have been going on in Ruiru, and here are the results. These are the results in the men's category. Nairobi is the team that has come up top. So Nairobi is the team that has emerged winners, followed by PSTC, and then number 3 we have PHQ. Number 4 we have Northeastern. That's in as far as the men's team is concerned. And then for the ladies we have PHQ, the Prisons headquarters, as the team that has emerged top, followed by Nairobi Prisons, also followed by PSTC, and finally Rift Valley Prisons is the team that has emerged top. So right about now we are going to have a conversation about with the coaches of the two teams. Remember that Kenya Ports Authority have just come back from the African Club Championships, and of course they have finished. They finished, I think, second or third. I'll just confirm that with the coach just in a bit. But we are going to have a conversation with the coach just about now. Good morning, sir. And how does it feel facing off with Kenya Ports Authority?
I'm feeling confident and I'm comfortable. Yeah, we are going to win.
That is quite an interesting comment from you, coach. What is it that is going to work out differently? We've seen that in the past last season specifically, during I think one of the legs, the 6th or the 7th leg, Trailblazers started off with winning 2 sets, but then KPA came back from behind, won that match 3-2, and that also happened in the playoffs. Just a similar fashion. What is it that is going to happen today that is going to be different from that?
We have worked on our finishing since we realized we have that problem, and the boys, we have done a lot of work with them, and they have caught up, because if you look at the previous matches, our finishing is more stronger than ever before. It was about finishing, and we have fixed it. So the boys are ready, and we are confident of the win.
Okay, talking about that, of course, Kenya Ports Authority do not have the services of the likes of Omolo, the likes of, they have some of the players who've played in other leagues missing in action, and you also have Moses Sialo. Do you have confidence in the team that you have now to deliver even without that?
Yeah, every coach will be striving to create and build new players. The fact, because one way or another, even if not those professional stints, anything can happen. You can lose one player in one way or another. They might be sick, they might be committed elsewhere. So we've built a team that, despite we miss the services of Moses, yes, but there are people who will cover issues. Okay. Yes.
Asante sana, coach, and all the best in the match. That is Coach Omondi, the head coach, Trailblazers Volleyball Club. Right about now, we are going to have a conversation with the coach from the Kenya Ports Authority side, Coach Mulinge. Remember, he's just come back from taking his team to the African Club Championships. It was actually the only Kenyan team on the men's side that went there to represent the country in that championship. So the coach will join us shortly. Asante sana coach kwa kuungana nasi. How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. I'm feeling well. We are ready for the match.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talk us a little bit about how the matches at the club championships were, and what you expect your players to, how you expect your players to perform. Of course, coming immediately from the championship.
Well, on the club championship, I can say the boys performed very well. We were not lucky because we lost Peter Kamara, who is our scorer, the main scorer.
Yeah.
But we cannot blame anybody. This happens in any game. But it's a very painful loss for us because we could not make our combination very well. Peter Kamara is one of the main scorers in the team. So now our goal shift to the local league. And it's unfortunate that we are playing immediately after coming back.
Yes.
And you can see the condition is not favorable for sure.
Yeah.
And this is something which KV have to look after, because we cannot progress like this. But what do? We have to work with what we have. So for now, we have to be very cautious, because we've been playing at the gym. So we have to adapt. I don't know, but we shall see. Maybe the first or two sets, we shall see what will happen.
And considering that you are playing without the services of Kamara and Omola again, how does that make you feel? And are you confident in the team that is here to still deliver in the same measure?
Well, very good question. That's beyond me. So I cannot talk about that one, because the federation decided. Yeah. It's not upon us. But we have to put effort with what we have. That's not the end of the life, because I believe other players, if given a chance, maybe they can do the same, or they can do even better with the time. But we have to give them time. We have to give them room. So we try our level best for today. We know Trailblazers is a good team, and we have to push without Kamara. We have to push without Omolo, and then we shall see what will happen.
Thank you very much, coach, and all the best in this match. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we've at least heard from the two coaches for TVC and also Kenya Ports Authority. We are going to head off now to the commentary desk, of course, with my colleague Florence Bosire. And just keep it locked. Remember to subscribe to the Trailblazers Volleyball Club YouTube channel to be able to catch all this action live from the comfort of your home. And we are continuously dedicated to ensuring that we expose volleyball talent locally and also internationally. So do not touch the dial. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this volleyball action from this center, which is NYAYO National Stadium, and we'll be with you shortly from the commentary desk.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this first match of the day, the much awaited match between Kenya Ports Authority and TVC Volleyball Club. We are your presenters coming in live from NYAYO National Stadium. My name is Florence Bosire, and my partner in crime,
it's Emmanuel Yegon. This is the commentary desk of the first match of the day in the fifth leg of the KVF National Volleyball Men's League between, of course, Kenya Ports Authority, who've just come back from Tunis, and Trailblazers Volleyball Club. Of course, you've heard what Coach Mulinge has said. Of course, confident. Of course, even in commenting about what happened at the club championships, he's talked about the fact that at some point Kamara was unwell, and so their combinations at some point did not work. And on the subject of why some of his players are not playing, the ones that played in different leagues, he said that is beyond him, because he says the federation has decided thus. So he's saying, of course, the conditions here are not as favorable, but he's confident in the team that he has to still deliver, even without those two very key players in his squad. And to just also mention something about that is that Titus there really pulled up and stepped up in Tunis at the club championships, and really he was influential in directing the matches,
yes,
the way they went. So what do you think Florence, about this match?
What do I think? I think this is going to be a thriller match. There's no telling which team is going to take it because, like I had earlier mentioned, is that also TVC had qualified for the Africa Club Championships. Unfortunately, they could not manage to attend these competitions. So they are worthy opponents. They just did not go because of circumstances that were beyond their control. So they are both worthy opponents. Also, the fact that KPA is lacking key players is also going to be a disadvantage for them. And from the look of the turn-up at NYAYO National Stadium, clearly everyone is expecting and anticipating a heated match right here. It's a case of, let's say, the best team win. We don't know which team. Both teams have been exposed to indoor facilities, so they're both facing basically the same challenge today. They've been
training in the gymnasium and now they're playing outside, so there are a lot of factors that are moving here. And I see that Coach Omolo has started this match off with Masezerano as the setter there. We have Ogwa there with that first attack, and TVC with, I thought so. Titus there with a net serve. It's 1-1 here, and there are quite a number of fans in here at NYAYO Stadium. Hot shots, you're saying both teams are your favorite, with Eugene and Regan from TVC and the likes of Brayo and Sudi and Lewis from KPA. You're saying anyway, may the best team win. That is Obadiah there with that beautiful finish, and it looks like there was a net touch by Chris Owala there while attempting to defend that. Willie Weiss, you're saying the Dockers will carry the day, and you're even willing to bet that. Eugene Okello there with a monster block in the middle court. You're saying Willie Weiss, you're saying that the win for KPA will be slim. Kirwa Dennis, who is that? Hits it outside. That is Chris Owala. Juma Brian, you're saying Team Blazers all the way. Jepish, thank you so much. You're saying all the best Team Blazers. Show that you're training hard while they were away in Tunisia. Don't give them soft balls. Hard ones to the last set. Nicely picked up by Okello there. Who is it going to be? It's Obadiah. With
still in play.
Finish. Owala has it. It is Mutero now, and it is Obadiah again. Gets that off the blocks there of Chris Owala. Faud Yusuf Shirazi, you're saying all the best Team KPA. Kirwa Dismas, you're saying may the best team win. JP, you're saying you like the confidence that James Mutero has, and you're wishing that he keeps it up. Watchman Kingston, you're saying Trailblazers. You love Trailblazers, but you're saying you are with KPA here. Ogwa there with beautiful placement. Moses Maina, you're saying Kahawa Wendani mko imara, karibuni sana. Victor Olo, you're saying that it is an anticipated pulsating thriller between the Dockers and Blazers. Can be Ogwa again with another one, and we have also a little bit more information about the matches here, because we are going to be giving you the speed with which players attack these balls, and that one from Ogwa was around 95 kilometers per hour. That was how fast that attack was, and it's the first timeout by the Kenya Ports Authority. Of course, TVC leading by 7 points to 1. Florence.
Well, 7 points to 1 seems like TVC have come in begging for blood, and KPA is worried. Well, maybe could it be the pace of the match, because these scores do not quite look encouraging for KPA.
Yeah, and we have quite a packed arena here. That ball goes out of play. A pretty quick one as well. Look at that. It was flying at 84 kilometers per hour.
Very fast.
Pretty
Very
fast ball, if you ask me.
It is really fast.
Again, Owala nicely picked up by Ogwa there, and it is Obadia again with it. Owala plays it. Obadia Masezerano picks it up. It is Ogwa again who goes to finish it, but he sends it out of play. Although you're saying it's an anticipated pulsating thriller between the Dockers and Blazers, can the Bandari finest dock the blazing spectacle in the way leader? Well, that is your comment. Thank you so much for joining us. Katende, you're saying it's 3-1 in favor of Trailblazers. Again, such a beautiful finish from Obadia there. Nicely picked by Ogwa, and Obadia finishes it. TVC Mungare Leo, all the best. Philip Kip, thank you so much. John Somoire, you're saying we are Blazers. Ogwa with that service, nicely picked up by Sam Juma. Owala turns to play it in, and it is out of play. Ogwa still with the service. Kipkorir Victor, you're saying Gogo Blazers. Mildred Odwako, you're saying TVC all the way, and you're watching from Embakasi. They are making a change. KPA bringing in Bosire in place of Titus there. Abud Kimurgon, you're saying may the best team win. You're saying that he lazima watch. Karibu sana Jepish. TVC waoshe hawa watu kabisa, don't give them space. Dori Maina, Blazers all the way. Ian Wafula, asante sana, unasema unatupata moja kwa moja. Daniel Musembi, Blazers all the way, and you're watching from Mudaiga. We have Okelo there with that easy placement, and there seems to have been a net touch by Brian Gamonde, and TVC at this point are leading by 8 points. TVC with the service. Kennedy Gibson, asante sana kwa kuungana nasi. Elijah Bosira goes to pick it. Chris Owala, and there seems to be a net touch by either...
It is actually Mbappe who touched the net.
Mbappe with the net.
Well,
Chris
Owala goes to serve.
Owala with the service. Are we going to see his signature jump service?
Well,
yes, we are. And it is a net serve. Caroline Joki, you're saying lovely show. Asante sana kwa kuungana nasi. Hope Zawadi, unaungana nasi kutoka Ryan kule Qatar. Asante sana. It's 8 points still. TVC in the lead.
A very comfortable
Obadia with that jump service. A lot of power behind that. And there is a double touch on the end, on the side of Kenya Ports Authority. And Obadia again goes to serve. Douglas Chumba, you're saying may the best team win. Wanjala, tough match, but Blazers all the way. Another one from Obadia, but it goes out of court. And Ogwa is encouraging him there. Still another 8 points between the two teams. Is that Elijah Bosire? Or no, it's actually not Bosire. It's another net serve from KPA.
KPA looking low, starting low on this set, or is it that they've been caught by surprise? They didn't expect the pace of the match to start on this note. Service by Mbappe.
Mbappe there with the service. It is picked by
Bosire sets it.
And that
Owala attacks 10-8, that sends it off the blocks.
Off the blocks of Ogwa there. Emmanuel Ogwa, if you may. Is that Chris Owala?
It is Chris Owala.
All right. And there's a lot of activity at the NYAYO Stadium now. In the indoor court, we have basketball being played.
We have the basketball.
And at some point, I am tempted to think that those are the fans in the outside court.
Trying to cheer on the volleyball
trying
side.
To cheer on the volleyball side.
Seems that
the ball went out of
court, literally out of court.
Yes, way out of court.
But it is back, and KPA trailing at 6. Again,
it is 14. Brian Gamonde.
Gamonde serving.
Still 8 points between the two teams. Brian Gamonde with the service. Kevin Kiriswa, you're saying watching from Eldoret, and you're wishing that KP are going to win. Centrin Inyait,
Well received by Mutero.
watching us from.
Still in play.
You want a win for Blazers. That ball was still in play, but they were not able to coordinate. Mbappe and Mutero there. And the experience from Doita there, earning them a point. Gamonde still with the service. Mutero picks it. It is Ogwa who finishes that in style. More like what Ngapeth from France does.
Indeed.
Well, Kingston Channel, you're saying Blazers TV is doing well. Then CVB Media's kudos Blazers, asante sana. William Orek, as I am looking at this game at now, KPM might carry the day, even though all these players are gamblers from Muta games. Well, you have a point. Okello with the service there, and Mbappe could not pick it. And we have an issue there. And you can see Coach Oselu having a conversation with the players who are outside court, including Moses Sialo, who has also played in Iraq. Ogwa picks it up. It's an overpass, but it's still in play thanks to James Mutero. And then Mbappe goes to finish it. There seems to be a net touch. Is there?
It does go outside the court.
That ball goes out of court.
According to the first referee, the indication that the ball went off
James
court.
Mutero picks it. Oh, that is the replay. Okay. It is still in play, but Mbappe there is not able to control it, and it spirals way out of play again. It's the experience of one Thoita that gives them that advantage. It is Obadia, and there is a net touch by Thoita. Quite a lot of experience there, but the youngster Obadia beats him to that challenge. We're waiting to see if we can register the speed of that attack, and we will surely let you know. Masezerano there with the service. It is Doita, and that is an attack at 42 kilometers per hour. Okello there in the middle blocking department.
And
now they have reduced the gap to just 5 points.
Just 5 points.
Toita with the service. They had started really well, TVC. Ogwa with it, and it is Okello
Simple ball.
with a
Sam
simple
Juma
ball.
picks
It
Bosile
is
sets it.
Okello
Still in
again.
play.
It is now Chris Owala who gets that block out. It's flying at 92 kilometers per hour, that attack. Of course, that's a lot of power behind that ball. Timeout by Trailblazers Volleyball Club, and coach is having a conversation with Okello, who is a middle attacker there, middle blocker.
Mulinge
And
trying to.
Mulinge as well having a conversation with his side, and you can see Elijah Bosire having a conversation with Lemoy in the middle department as well. Doita with the service. 4 points now between the two teams. Are they able to get out of this deadlock? Yes, he picks it up nicely, and it is a beautiful, beautiful block by Lemoy from KPA. Jepisha saying correct the mistakes. That was flying at 90 kilometers per hour, but they've made a change now. Nimrod Hamadi coming in for Obadia. 3 points between the two sides. It is Hamadi, and he's blocked again. And so there are only 2 points clear.
Just 2 points from
Just
the
2 points
previous 7 points.
from the previous 7 points. Well, there were actually 8 at some point.
There were 8 points.
Well, Thoita loses it. And now it's back to TVC. It's Ogwa who goes to serve. Serves it nicely.
Well received.
It's well received as well. Oh, there is a nice block. Lemoy, there is an injury. I hope not.
Really
Then Mbappe finishes
there
it.
Is an injury.
There is an injury there involving
an ankle
Lemoy and involving Lemoy there. That injury there involving Lemoy and Jeffrey James.
Well, right now, KPA cannot afford to lose a player because they're already short-staffed, so to speak.
Yeah, it seems to be an ankle problem, an ankle injury. And they are going to have to attend to him as quickly as possible because of the muscles in that area. Jepish, you're saying, oh my God, 2 points, be strong guys. Well, they have gotten back to 4 points. Wilfred Juma, you're saying it's an awesome match to watch. The numbers can say it all. Asante sana kwa kuungana nasi, Wilfred Juma.
Well, also we would like to send condolences to the assistant coach, Kenya Ports Authority, James Ontere, who lost his, is it father? Just recently, literally as he landed back into the country from the Africa Club Championships. Our condolences go to the family. We pray that God gives them strength in this trying time. That's why we are not seeing James Ontere on the bench line.
Yeah. Well, we wish them nothing but God's own consolation during these hard times. They seem to have sorted that issue with the possible injury involving Lemoy.
Trying to contemplate whether he's going to keep going or have a substitute. TVC there having a pep talk, trying to figure out how best to approach this game and secure a win.
Lemoy is going to continue, and the coach there is cheering him on. Well, there's a slight limp in his walk there. We hope that he's able to play to the very end. Another change. James Mutero having a conversation with the first ref there. (17-14). There is no addition of that score because of that injury. Ogwa with that reception. It is Chris Owala who sends that ball away. And that continues. Ogwa again with the service. It is picked by Jeffrey James.
Fortunately, it goes
and it's an overpass that lands outside of the court. Ogwa still with the service. TVC back to their 5-point lead. Sam Juma picks it. It's played in the middle again by Lemoy there, but there's nobody in because of that huge rebounds there. There's no one in the backcourt to defend it or pick it up. Nicely done there by Okello. sending that boy flying at 90 kilometers per hour. William Orek, you're saying thank you so much, our commentators. You make us enjoy Kenya Volleyball League this season by calling every player by his name. You don't need to ask who is that. It is wonderful. Keep it up. Asante sana. Willy Wise unasema may Ontere's dad rest in peace. Asante sana. Join their family, of course, in grieving the loss of his loved one. Trailblazers back to their 6-point lead, leading at 20 scores. Kenya Ports Authority trailing at 14. Jeff there cheering his team on alongside Brian Gamonde on the sideline. And you can see Elijah Bosire having a conversation with Chris Owala there, who was unable to convert that score. Ogo with the service, sends it out of court. You can see him demonstrating what he should have done, and the coach instructing him
well,
to
Lemo
do
is
better.
having, after that slight injury.
Yes,
well
Ogo picks it
picked.
up nicely. It is Mbappe who goes to kill it, but is it a net touch or it was blocked? Well, we are going to
let's
have a look
wait
at the
and see.
replay. Yeah, it was actually blocked
It was blocked.
by Owala, who and now Lemoy again with the service. Ogwa picks it up nicely. It is Okello, and there
net
seems to be a
touch.
net touch by
Another
the
net touch.
Kenya Ports Authority side.
Well, 21-16 with
Back to their 5-point lead, TVC. And you can see Coach Oselu having a conversation with the captain and libero, James Mutero. Okello with the service, nicely picked by Thoita Owala.
there was a net touch. Just
There
as he
is
was
a net
taking
touch
off to go and block that ball, there was a net touch.
By Mbappe.
Making it
Dori Maina, is Daniel Ngatia still in TVC? Yes, he is. They make another change. Elijah Bosire exits. Titus comes back. Owala with the service. It's a jump service, of course. Ogwa picks it. It's going to be set by Mutero, and they are going to get that ball. TVC, that point goes to them because Obadia hits it off the hands of Gamonde. It's another 5 points. TVC 22, KPA 17. Obadia with a service. There seems to be a challenge still. Oh, well, that's just a replay of what happened. Badia goes to serve. It's a jump service. Definitely. Oh, and it crosses the net nicely. There is a slight disorganization in the middle defense there by TVC with
Gamonde hitting that ball very hard on the ground.
yep.
Seems
And,
to have
there
gone
is a
quite
net
high
serve.
on
Net serve
that
by
ball.
I think Jeffrey Jeff, giving that point away to TVC, who are now edging closer and closer to the end of this set. It was Omanya who was in the middle there. Mbappe with that service. Jeffrey Jeff picks it up. It
Set.
is. Oh, it is still up. Who is it going to be? Titus
It's a simple ball.
decides to give it away. It is Obadia now. And he's
Doesn't
stopped in his
go
track. That ball
to
doesn't
the net.
cross the net. And the coach will have a conversation with the setter, Jean-Claude Mosezerano, there on what he probably should have done, considering Ogwa was left alone on the opposite side. It is Gamonde. We saw him serve very many balls the previous rotation. And he's able to get that point off the libero there. He was moving, and so wasn't able to receive it as perfectly as he would have wanted to. Gamonde's services have actually improved since for a while now.
They are very good, very
considering
effective.
he's played in the championships for quite a while now.
Quite some time,
And he
yes.
actually did perform well during the just concluded
Africa
club championships.
Indeed.
TVC 24, at set point now, KPA
20.
20. Omanya with that service, Chris Owala. Did that ball cross the net? It's another conversation to be had, but he ends this set, giving it away rather easily to the TVC by sending that ball out of court. And it's TVC 1, KPA 0.
Indeed, it's an interesting start of this first set of this match. TVC started off strongly, and indeed they finished strongly. KPA started picking up at the middle, so to speak, of this particular set. Fortunately, did not prove to be successful for them to pick this set. We wait to see how the second set goes, and again, that's a plus for TVC with the one set ahead. Will they maintain the lead?
Yeah.
We wait to see. Will KPA reorganize and come back strong? We also wait to see.
It is one of the questions that I asked Coach Omondi, because last season, I think the 6th or 7th leg, TVC started off with winning the first 2 sets, but then KPA came back and won that match 3-2. And there was a similar thing that happened in the playoffs as well.
Yes.
TVC started by 2 sets, and KPA ended up winning. But he said right now he has faith in the people who are finishing those attacks. We have the stats now. Of course, TVC winning the first set 25-20. Points from attack, 6 for TVC and 7 for KPA. For blocks, there's only one difference. It's 2 for TVC and 3 for KPA. 1 service aces each. And of course, Trailblazers have maximized on the opponent errors. You've seen they've gotten 16 points off that. KPA getting only 9.
Clearly, we can see that KPA have lost this set purely from their own errors.
Yeah.
They're almost at par in the statistics on every other thing
But
except the
yes, the
opponent's
errors,
error. So
yeah.
most of the points that have been given to, or rather have been added to the results that have been in this particular set, have come from their own errors. So the problem is actually within the team, not quite how the execution is being done.
Exactly. So we are going to take a short commercial break, but we will come back with the second set. And remember, we are going to give away branded hoodies in this particular match. So stand by for the questions. Remember, the first person to answer the question will get to win themselves the branded TVC Mafro Sports hoodies. Do not go too far.
Indeed. Stay. And we're back with the second set of the first men's match in this fifth leg of the Kenya Volleyball Federation Men's National League. TVC having taken the first set, 25-20. And again, they're leading in this second set. Bosire starting off the first team in this second set. It wasn't the same in the previous set. Let's wait to see whether that will make a change. Ball is still in play. A lot of struggle in the center area there. Sam Juma picks it, Bosire sets it. Toita tries to dodge it, Masezerano. Ball is out. It is out.
Ball
and it's
goes
2
out of
points
play.
each. This set
It's neck to
seeming
neck
to
here.
be promising of
Toita with that service.
excitement.
Ogwa picks it. It is Okello who finishes it.
Very powerful attack.
Very
from
quick
Okello.
and powerful. It is really nice to see that he's stepped up in this leg.
He did.
Ogwa again with the service. Easily picked up. Is it an overpass? Oh yeah, it does exceed Bosire's height there. And it is Jeffrey Jeff with that overpass. Chris Owala could not do anything more with that ball. Ogwa with that service, which ends up on the net, giving away that point easily to KPA. It's Brian Gamonde now with the service. Gamonde with that service, nicely picked up by still in play. Mbappe again, and this time around he is able to get a point off of that block.
While TBC maintaining a lead, 2 points ahead of KPA, 3-5. Well received
That
by
was
Toita.
service.
Bosire sets it.
It is Jeffrey Jeff
Very
who
good attack
goes
from Jeffrey.
high and finds that spot just behind that reception. That blocks. 5-4 is the score that we have. Victor Oloyo saying proud of your Jaguars precursors. I think talking about the players from who played initially at Strathmore University before joining the professional league. And you're talking about Brian Gamonde of KPA, Regan Oselo of Trailblazers, Clifford Omanya of Blazers, Derek Apat in TVC, Mogeni KPA, Ayuen KPA, Kimurgor KFS, Philo, and Elias of Equity. And you're saying the first set is always like bantering. The word is fought in the second. The war is fought in the second set. The war is won in the third set, and it's just the start of it. We hope it is. Willie Wise, you're saying you're also proud of your your idiots. I am hoping that is the name that
That
you
is the
used
name
to.
of the team. That is
All
the
right,
name
I
of the
was
team.
almost feeling that it is an insult.
An insult, right? Oh, and he
But,
picks it on the head. Toita
Yeah, and then
converts it into a point.
he's
For
able to convert that.
very interesting there.
Juma Brian Tala, you're saying nice on Okello. Tabitha Cherono, you're saying this is great. Asanteni sana kwa kuungana nasi.
And the
It is
points
Jeffrey
that
Jeff who... Oh, Okello with that. Is there a net touch? There seems to be a net
seems to
touch.
be a net touch.
Nice finish by Okello. Nice reception as well by... it's actually Omanya, not Okello.
Manya
So
actually
Manya
hits
in
that
the
ball
middle there.
above the block.
It is Mbappe with the jump serve.
Well,
And,
that's a surprise. That only 40 kilometers per hour. I'm sure he did not intend that, but
It's 7 points
happens.
each. And now Lemoy with the service. Mbappe picks it up. It is Obadia.
still in play.
Who goes to kill it. It is
Osire
still in
sets
play.
Toita.
Oh, it is Omanya there blinked. And he thought he had completed the task. But now that point goes to KPA. And like Kingston TV channel says, Doita is utilizing some experience, similar thing to what Ogwa has just done with the hands of Brian Gamonde that were extending on the other end. Just look at that again. I took advantage of the fact that Elijah Bosire did not attempt to block. Omanya again. This time around, that ball crosses the net. It is a beautiful formation there.
Seems to have
stepped
on the line.
Okello decides to just hang in there, just in case. Look at that. The service is quite fast. Another Doita attacking that pretty fast. And again, they're at 9 all. 43 kilometers per hour, that ball. It is Elijah Bosire with a service. Seem to have settled now, KPA. Whether they are able to maintain this to the very end.
Oh, Sam Juma.
Nicely picked up by Sam Juma.
And it's a point, Doita.
It is a point off the hands of Ogwa there.
Well, that
Doita
was a
there.
wonderful pick by Sam Juma.
Wonderful pick. Brilliant pick by Sam Juma. All-time libero for Kenya Ports Authority. In the middle there's still more action. Ogwa goes for it. And he's able to redeem his point. Making amends from his error there of picking a ball that was flying out of court. Jean-Claude Masezerano now with a service. Masezerano serves it nicely. It is Doita again.
This time
around he's stopped by, is that Mbappe?
It's actually...
No, it's Obadia.
Obadia who blocked it.
Yeah. Frank Kerio, you're saying KPA will win the second set.
Well served. Well
Sam
picked
Juma
by
again.
Juma against center.
And beautifully blocked by Okello there. He's present today. Unlike what we've seen in the previous matches.
He has.
Brian Gamonde trying to be really quick with that attack. But Okello stops him. Serrano again. This time around it's a net serve. These errors have become quite a number. There are 2 now from TVC. One from Omanya, and then this one from the setter Jean-Claude Masezerano. It is Doita now. Throws that ball up, spins it still, and then Okello goes for it. It's blocked by Brian Gamonde. It is Obadia. Is there a net touch? Yes, there is.
A net touch.
By Jeffrey Jeff. He's trying to protest there, but the referee tells him, I was just here, I saw that happen. Ogwa with a service. Crosses the net, nicely picked up by Chris Owala. Oh, Chris Owala now with the attack. It was nicely picked up by Jeffrey Jeff on the other end. And Jeffrey Jeff goes to serve. Brian Gamonde.
Brian Gamonde going to serve for KPA.
Doita
with 1 point.
And Elijah Bosire bring in all the experience that Kenya Ports Authority need. Okello again with that drill in the middle. This time around, Lemoy was too slow. Look at that. They actually anticipated that it will be set in a different direction.
Yes, indeed.
But Okello being very quick. Have they made a change? KPA? Yes, they have replaced Lemoy. There is a new set of feet on court. It is Jeffrey Jeff who sends that ball flying.
Off court.
Off court. At 82 kilometers per hour. Jeffrey Jeff. And it's service out of court. The new player on court is Zeki Ochieng, who has come in to replace Lemoy, and Chris Owala goes up to serve. It's definitely a jump serve. We are going to let you know the speed.
Very
Nicely
strong serve.
picked up by there is a net touch by
Again, the net touch.
Zeki Ochieng, but that service was pretty
Quite
fast,
powerful.
but also nicely picked up. You can see the net touch there in the replay. 16 points, 3 points ahead TVC, and it is Chris Owala who sends that ball out of court,
Making it 17-13 in favor
flying
of
at
TVC.
43 kilometers per hour. 17-13. Obadia again, actually 90 kilometers per hour. And it's a timeout for KPA. Now here is my question as we have that timeout. Remember, if you're the first one to answer this question, then you are going to win a branded Trailblazers Volleyball Club Mafro Sports hoodie. I'm going to get that question for you in a bit. The first one to answer it gets it. The question number one is, what position did Trailblazers Volleyball Club finish on the first and second beach tournaments last season, and where were the two tournaments held?
Making that question really tricky.
So the first part of the question is, what position did we finish on the first and second beach tournaments last season, and where were these two tournaments played? The first one to answer that question, of course, we'll be monitoring the comment section on YouTube, and we will definitely be able to spot the winner of the first branded hoodie. Jeffrey Jeff, nicely blocked. Elijah Bosire, and now
Picked by Mbappe.
Mbappe
Still Sam Juma.
and Sam Juma sends it out of court. They try to salvage it, but they can't.
The infrastructure of the court
Yeah,
proving to be a disadvantage. for both
definitely
teams.
is a disadvantage. Obadia again with the service. Trailblazers have gone back to their 5-point lead. They are going to make another change. KPA. They are bringing in fresh fit. Of course, Titus comes back, but also in addition to that, they have brought. Let me just get his name correctly. Nicely blocked by Clifford Omanya. Stopping Kevin Kipchumba, donning jersey number 5.
Honest
Look at
choice.
that.
I think what Mulige did there was bring in a lineup that ensured
It
that there were
is
3 attackers
still in play.
front.
He tries it but couldn't, considering it was the final ball, the final touch. They are still 5 points ahead, TVC. And
TVC
Jeffrey
leading.
Jeff goes to serve. We have interesting answers here. People are saying that the beach volleyball was played in NYAYO Stadium. Somebody is lying, right?
Well, beach volleyball, I think the key word here should be beach.
Beach,
The
yes.
word beach.
It is still in play, actually. Look at that. Forming up to be a really beautiful rally. And he sends it out of play. Sends it out of play.
A lot of excitement.
Zeki, I think, Ochieng. The score is 20-14.
14.
Jeff Devon, you say they finished third at Kapsabet. We are talking about beach volleyball.
And I think we need
Leroy, you're saying Machakos and Big Tree Mombasa respectively. You haven't answered the thing about positions.
the positioning.
Let us
we need
see.
them.
We have a team that is analyzing.
I think
and,
you need
checking.
to repeat the question for them to.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'll have to repeat.
The question to make it.
Ask that question once again. Sam Juma with that toss. it finds James Mutero unawares, and they are not able to get that ball back up. Zeki Ochieng still with the service, 5 points behind. The question is, what position did Trailblazers Volleyball Club finish on in the first and second beach tournaments held last season, and where were those tournaments held?
And I think in answering the question where, we do not need a general answer, because we know that the beaches are in the coastal side of Kenya.
Yeah, you cannot say the coast.
Mombasa. You cannot say Mombasa. Mombasa is not an answer.
So yeah, we are going to hold on and see if we are able to find that. It is Ogwa with that beautiful drill. And I think Trailblazers take that time as they wait for that ball to be retrieved to have a conversation about what they could have done wrong. Netla, you're saying third position, and it was played in Machakos. They were two. We said first and second. Lynette, you're saying 3, Strathmore. Michael Wanjala, position 3 in Mombasa. Bado hatujapata jibu. Still in play.
Well,
Mbappe picks it up really nicely. It is Jeffrey Jeff who picks it. Tito. Brian Gamonde is stopped again by Okello. Okello has really... It's 22-16. Remember, the question is about beach volleyball and not the normal volleyball like it's being played now. Dominic Mwangombe, you're saying finished second position in Machakos and third in Big Tree, Mombasa. We are going to counter check that as well. There seems to be no answer so far. Kevin Kipchumba with the service, 5 points behind. It is picked by Ogwa nicely. It is Ogwa who finishes it. It is still in play. Mbappe sets it. It's Ogwa again. And this time around, he's able to get that point off of the blocks of Titus there. 23-17. Kenya Ports Authority at 17. Trailblazers Volleyball Club a few points from the set point. And it is John Cloud Mosezerano with the service. Have beach volleyball tournaments been played in Machakos County? That is another thing to
we need to find
consider. Out. Think about the answer. Think about the answer before you type.
Very carefully about the
18-23, Mosezerano with another net serve. And they are making a change. Trailblazers bringing in Nimrod Kamadi to replace Obadia. Another service from KPA's Brian Gamonde, and it is Nimrod Kamadi who comes in to finish that beautifully. Kiro Dismas second and third in Machakos and Big Tree Mombasa respectively. Keep trying, Dismas. Kennedy Gibson, you're saying position 3 at Pirates Beach. Whether that is true is another thing. Once we find the answer that we are looking for, we'll communicate. James Mutero picks it, but there seems to be a net touch.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a replica of the first set.
For Kenya Ports Authority and set point for TVC. And Doita goes to serve.
Attempting to look.
Or they are looking at the positions there.
Trying to confirm who is supposed to serve.
Bernard Orembe.
If one of them serves and it is not them supposed to serve, it
season is about to end, so
a point for the opponent.
They cannot continue postponing these matches. Dominic Mwangombe, you're saying position 3 at Mombasa Big Tree and position 2 at Malindi. Keep trying. I definitely know the answer, and I haven't seen the answer. Jason Nuodo, Nuodo, yeah? Makweni first, Big Tree, Mombasa 5th. Well, not yet. Not yet.
Still in play.
You're close to that, Modo.
Well, it doesn't go across.
Doesn't cross the net. And that marks the end of the second set, and it goes in favor of Trailblazers Volleyball Club. Jeff Davison, first in the first edition of beach volleyball at Makueni. A team of Mbappe and David Neke won the finals and finished third in Mombasa. I think we might just have found the winner.
Indeed, we have a winner. And
James
a very
Nwodo was
detailed
close.
answer.
James Nwodo was actually close to that, but it's not fifth, it's third in Mombasa. It's third in Mombasa and first in Makueni and not Machakos County, as many have been saying. Now, the first set ended at 25-20, the second one 25-19. In the third set, are we going to see 25-18 or 25-21?
Well, it looks like
Well,
that is the trend.
there
Either
is-
you add one or
Yeah,
you
or minus one. That is the first correct answer that we've had, Jeff Davison. And here are the match statistics, Florence.
For the end of the second set, we have KPA 19 and Trailblazers taking it at 25. The attack, we have 10 for KPA and 11 for Trailblazers. Well, 0 blocks for KPA and 5 for Trailblazers. Services, each team did not manage to get a point, and opponent's error, they tie at 9-9. KPA looking to correct on their opponent's error in this particular set. Could they have had what we said at the end of the first set? I don't know, because there's quite a difference in that margin if you look at the comparison with the first set.
Well, we are going to just take a very short break. We'll be back with the third set, so do not go too far. And for Jeff Davison, go to Facebook, Trailblazers Volleyball Club Facebook page, and let us know who won let us know your details in terms of size and your location, so that then we are able to know where to send your branded hoodie. Do not go too far. Welcome back. This is the third set in this match between Kenya Ports Authority and Trailblazers Volleyball Club, and as it stands, Kenya TVC are leading with 2-0. Will Kenya Ports Authority come back and win this match, or at least win this set as they have done in the past? Well, we wait and see. But as it stands, TVC are poised to win. They are not able to defend that from Doita. Juma Brian Tala, you're saying let's bring it home TVC. Okello, keep up with the spirit. Eric Daly, you're saying this is a 3-0 for Blazers, and that is the promise. Aha!
Very powerful.
Ogwa there,
Ogwa.
sending that at 80 kilometers per hour and ensuring that they get the second point. And is that Chris Owala?
Chris Owala attempting to that one-man block, unfortunately doesn't.
Ogwa with the service. It is Lemoy, and while James Mutero was able to pick it up, there was no one to follow up with that ball, and it is Lemoy who goes to serve. And if you remember, the second set also started this way. They were going neck to neck, but they were not able to maintain that lead, that consistency. Oh, nice set. Very clinical by Jean-Claude, but Mbappe could not finish that. Sally Wandwi, you're saying, may the best team win. James Mutero picks it up nicely. It is Okello, and it is still. There is, Kevin Kipchumba sends that ball out over the hands of that block there. But that point goes to TVC. There seems to have been a challenge.
The score's tie at
3-3. Whoever will be able to minimize errors is the one who... Omanya was not able to defend that. His former colleague at Strathmore University, Brian Gamonde. But Okello was pretty useful in doing that. And also Obadiah did not attempt defending that. Kevin Kipchumba with that nice service. It's Obadiah now
trying to place
it. Wala. And Mbappe is able to retrieve his hands early enough.
Anticipate that that ball would be played off his hands, so he decided
look at the way Wala just
off.
Yeah, and it's for
soon enough.
All. Wala, and that ball finds Mbappe retreating, hits him straight on the face, and the coach might want to make a change here to just ensure that his composure is still, maintained while he plays.
Mbappe is an experienced player, so that would basically
are we going to see him?
He is going to maintain.
Repay.
Well, that is a debt. I'm sure he has taken it as a debt.
Chris Owala goes to serve. He decides to he pays it back. Oh, there is a net touch. There is clearly a net touch, but the referees did not see that. But there is definitely a net touch.
Gives it on the net.
But Owala gives it away. Jacqueline James, Team KPA, you are wishing them all the best. Kebere Mwita, you're saying you love the blogs from TVC. Bebere Mwita. Asante sana kungana nasi. It's Mbappe Juliard with the service. You do not want to give away anything. Again another error from Mbappe, and they are going to make a change. They are going to replace Mbappe at some point. I am certain of it.
Well,
and
maybe
it is
the coach
Brian Gamonde
feels that he still is
goes to serve.
Requires some time to recover.
James Mutero, it is Ogwa who goes for it, and he anticipates that Elijah Bosire will try, placing that. Jeff Des7, you are the one who won the branded hoodie. Like I said, go to the YouTube, the Facebook page and Trailblazers Volleyball Club, and send us a message on your
location,
the direct message, so that you are able to let us know of the location where we are going to send it and the size. Oh, who is stronger now? Who is going to blink fast? Mbappe still has it. It is Ogwa, and Lemoy was right there waiting for him. TVC, let's make history. Naomi Kimeli. Oh, what a beautiful formation there, but Mbappe sends it out of play. But it was such a beautiful combination that Jean-Claude had. Elijah Bosire goes to serve. It is Masezerano who picks it, and it is sent out of court. And some of these errors, by the way, are the ones that are going to cost TVC a set, because you cannot lead and then you concede it pretty easily. Owala there, he decides to, they have gone 4 points ahead, Kenya Ports Authority.
They seem to have come for this set, and they're
I
not
think it is a timeout.
making any jokes. And Doita coming in to help the team quite well with his experience, very rich experience in playing volleyball.
Kevin
He's
Oyer.
been a volleyball player for years, and it's really making an impact in this match. If Mulinge should maintain this lineup, I think they stand a chance to do something about it. But again, I'm not sure TVC is giving them a chance to do that.
Evans Anukur, you're saying Blazers won the season's first leg in Wote. Makueni finished third in Mombasa. Thank you so much for that attempt. It's already decided. I think it's Jeff Deseven who was the first one to answer. Elijah Bosire, and they are able to finish that pretty quickly
And that's
through Okello.
A very good set.
And it is a change that they have made to bring in Regan Oselu, and Okello has been very instrumental in TVC's side thus far. And it is Regan Oselu who goes to serve, replacing Jean-Claude Masezerano. Easily picked up. And this time around, Lemoy pays back in the same amount and dosage as Okello did. Ogwa picks it nicely. Whose is it?
Good combination by.
It was a beautiful combination, but they were not able to finish it. While there is a net touch. Mena Dorembe, KP are known for their comebacks. Will they manage in this match really? We wait to see. Victor Olo agreeing with Evans Anukur. It is true. The issue is that the first person to respond is the one who usually is awarded. Ogwa hits that hard. Again, Owala. And Okello there with another net touch. They are going to have to make a drastic change, Trailblazers, to be able to re-stabilize, because they have given away the lead, and this, as it stands, is going to go to this set is going to go to KPM, but it's not over until it's over.
Not over until it's over.
Though it are there with that service, but the defense line is not able to effectively defend, and they get a blockout. Was that Owala, or was it Doita? We are going to see. 15-8. Poor reception there. Nabadia is blocked by Brian Gamonde, bringing in all the experience from the club championships. Tuned in live from Kitui, Ramadan Musyoki. It's the all-time big top fan. Phil represented TVC.
Whoa!
It's another one. They have gone pretty far. They brought in Musa in the middle to replace Okello. Lemoy with that service, nicely picked up by Mutero. It goes to the opposite, and Mbappe, for a moment thought
there was
that there was a blockout.
Yes.
But let's see the replay. Kevin Kipchumba, I think, was well, he didn't retrieve his hands, but looks like there was none. Okello
Still up.
Ball is still up. Mutero goes for it. Who is it going to be? It is Musa.
Very powerful attack.
New pair of hands and legs on court, sending that ball flying, and he's able to hit the hands of Chris Owala, and that attack is flying at 92 kilometers per hour. Really powerful from Musa there. Kimanzi, Blazers, you're saying Blazers, let's do it. Okello with the service there. Watching live from Ruiru Prisons Maritime. Asante sana kwa kuungana nasi. Jeffrey Jeff, nicely picked up by Okello. Who is it gonna be? Musa and Nimrod there could not agree on who was going to do it. It is Musa again, and he's able to, he sends that ball out of court. That coordination there between Nimrod Kamadi and Musa did not work out. Kabukuru, you're saying Doita is the man of the match. Well, if it's man of the set, maybe, because the first two sets they gave it away, so they didn't quite perform well. Mutua is also on court to replace Juliad Mbappe, and he's simply put that away from the blocks. I think they were expecting that Omanya would attack that. Service from Musa goes out of play. It's 2010 actually. Such a huge margin.
Very huge margin.
Jeffrey Jeff replaces Elijah Bosire.
Probably trying to maintain a 3-attacker lineup for KPA.
And also
That's
thinking
been
about
a tactic
the-
he used also in the Africa Club Championship. It did help him because every other time you make sure that there are 3 attackers in front,
Yeah.
and the setter operates from behind the attack line.
Cha Eric Daly, asante sana kwa kuungana nasi. Asante sana. Also share the link with others so that they are able to join us,
The more the merrier.
because really we are bringing volleyball to your homes.
Good set.
And Mutua again playing it wittingly. Just looking at the block line there and sending that off of their hands. Mutua with that service. It's nicely served. Doita goes to pick it, and they are not able to coordinate well. Nimrod Hamadi and the libero there could not anticipate that. This set is as good as done, if you ask me. Omanya again stopped there by Limoy. Brian Gamonde with the service. It's 22-11. Quite a margin. Nicely picked up. It is Musa who goes really high but hits it on the net. And it is 23-11. Brian Gamonde with the service. Musa again.
Play and play.
Doita sends it. Oh, it is in court.
It is
I
in
think
court.
Musa assumed that it was going to go out of court. Nicely set by Lemoy there. And it's set point for Kenya Ports Authority, 11 for TVC. Quite a number of errors there from TVC in this particular set.
Definitely.
And as we are going to see in the stats there, that is something that will come out clearly.
And well, considering how they've the pace that the first two sets had,
Yeah.
you would not anticipate that even if they lost the set, it would be with this particular margin. So there has to be a problem on the TVC side.
Yeah, and there's something that you were mentioning the other time about if you have a winning lineup,
You don't change it.
you actually should not change
You
it.
do not change it.
So that has to be something, because they've made several changes. I think 4 changes in the course of this one set. Something they didn't do in the previous 2. TVC. And
Possibly
that marks the end
of the
of
third
this set. TVC 2, Kenya Ports Authority 1. Post KPA winning it with such a huge margin of 12 points. It's 25 for KPA, 13 for Trailblazers Volleyball Club. I do not know if we will see a repeat of what happened last season in the sixth leg and also in the playoffs between these two teams, but it looks like if Trailblazers are not able to pull a comeback and restabilize like they did in the first two sets, then we are going to see a 5-set thriller, which will be good for the fans, but it will not be good for TVC,
definitely.
Considering that they had a comfortable lead. They have to really get back to the composure that they had when this set began. Michael Mwasia, you're saying TVC wameachilia, no blocks, wanapiga tu nje, wamepata KPA, wamepea KPA momentum na watapigwa. Kikweli tunakubaliana nawe Michael Mwasia, na jinsi unavyotazama sasa hapa kwa statistics za hiyo set ni ya kwamba points earned from attack for KPA are 13 against TVC 7. Of course pale kwa blocking defense KPA have 3 and TVC have none. There's no service S in that set, and there are more opponent errors, points from opponent errors of course for KPA at 9 and TVC at 6.
Japish, TVC, I'm still with you to the end. Be strong. It is in the fourth set, please.
All right. Asante sana kwa kuungana nasi ninyi nyote kutoka mahali popote ambapo unajiunga nasi. Tumeona watu ambao wanaungana nasi kutoka moja kwa moja kutoka Qatar, na tunashukuru sana. Continue being here. We are going to take a very short commercial break, but we will be right back, so do not go too far.
And we're back with the fourth set of this match between KPA and Trailblazers volleyball team. Trailblazers having taken the first two sets, and KPA making a comeback in the third set, winning it comfortably 25-13. A margin that we do not anticipate, but again with this set we wait to see whether KPA will maintain the momentum or Trailblazers have corrected on their mistakes and come back stronger.
Well, it's 1-1 now in the fourth set. Emmanuel Tabut, you're saying watching from Helsinki, Finland. Kindly update me if GSU is having a game today. I'm a big fan of Nder, number 9. Of course, Tabut, they are going to play immediately after this match against Administration Police Kenya. And we are going to, of course, bring you that match live. Caroline Joki, you're saying, guys, be composed. I think you're addressing Trailblazers. Victor Olo, you're saying appreciating the remarkable efforts by TVC in bringing the shades of modernity to Kenyan football, integrating technology, information science and innovation is world stage. Much appreciation. Asante sana. Victor Olo to the commentators, analysts and camera personnel, Yagon and team, Duke and team, and of course the whoever had support, Ricky and management. Asanteni sana kwa kuungana nasi. Asante for the support. We of course are dedicated to bringing you all the volleyball action and in showcasing the talent that we have locally and internationally. Okello there with the service error. Maritime Kipkoech, KPA again to go with the fourth set. John Mutua, hi, is DCI playing today? We are not yet sure about the ladies lineup, but we will inform you how that is going to go. Ogwa picks it up nicely. Masezerano goes to set, and the referee thinks that there was someone crossed that line there. It is 4-2. KPA in the nil. KPA have gained some momentum here. Ogwa with the reception, and Mbappe is left alone. And well, we are going to recheck our kit for checking the speed of those attacks. But yeah, that will be back shortly so that we are able to update you on how fast they are making these kills. Ogwa with that service. It is nicely blocked. Is that John Cloud?
John Cloud Masazerano.
It's actually John Cloud blocking Chris Owala in his tracks. It is 4-4. Ogwage. It's actually Nimrod Hamadi with that service. Brings it back. Jean Claude sends it. It is Mbappe. And it is nice, easily picked up. And he sends it. Oh, I thought it's out of play. But there is a touch out. Again, if you're joining us now, this is the match between Trailblazers Volleyball Club and Kenya Ports Authority. Doita there picking it easily and coming in to play that pipe. Hits it out of play, but of course there is that net touch, as the referee has noted. Kelvin Kipchumba there with that easy pick, and it is Doita who goes with it. Still Nimrod Hamadi, again Kevin Kipchumba. Lemoy, Josh picks it. Lemoy again with Doita this time, and gets the hands of Juliad Mbappe. But that was such a beautiful rally.
It was. For a men's competition, to see that rally means
Gilda Joy, you're saying you're wishing KPA the very best. Kevin Kipchumba with a service for KPA. I have yet to understand what happens to TVC, because they start off really well and then somewhere along the way they lose the momentum.
Could be a case of
Juliet
maybe
Mbappe
losing
sending that
concentration.
away. They are making another change to bring in Oselu. Regan Oselu, again formerly of Strathmore University, without setting assignment, and Kevin Kipchumba sends that ball flying out of court. It's another service error by KPA. 2 points between the two teams, and it is Juliad Mbappe with the service. He has yet to serve
across the net.
Yes, that one has to be the first one.
And Sam Juma.
Oh, it is nicely done. It is Mbappe again.
Again Sam Juma with the pancake, tempting to attack. Again, it's picked by Mbappe.
It is Nimrod Hamadi
outside
who gets that, but it is out of court. Douglas Chumba, you're saying TVC come up please. Well, we hope they do, the lads on the pitch, because then they're doing it for you, the fans. Mesha Chrono is, I see Oselu and Mbappe are back. You don't change a winning team regardless of some few mistakes. But Team Kipkoech, you're saying if Blazers won't change their game, they will lose the match. Roba Mikhail, I always have a soft spot for KPA, though TVC is my higher version of volleyball Mtaani. It's just deep passion, as you say. Is it Ogwa again? Yes, it is. Still in play. Spins it. Nimrod Hamadi has it. Ogwa goes in hard, but Sam Juma still has it. Nicely placed there by Doita. Ogwa sends it. Puts a lot of power behind that ball, and it goes off the blocks. of KPA. Evans Anukur, complacency will be TVC's main undoing should they lose after taking a 2-0 lead. Totally agree with you, Evans. It is Joash now with the service, formerly of Equity Bank. And it is a net serve. You do not come in as a replacement and then you make such an error. And like Evans is saying,
Case of complacence.
exactly. It is Hamadi.
Madi trying to attack. It's still up with play. So
It is dangerous. It is dangerous to play that way. And Regan Oselu will have to play with Ogwa now, who is in the front court because Nimrod Hamadi has failed placing that easily for Brian Kamonde to pick it up. And Doita there bringing in the wealth of experience that he has to kill it in such a beautiful drill. Lemoy with the service. It's a net serve.
Net serve.
3 points between the two teams. Ramadan Musyoki unasema Oga Nimrod. Sema Jumbo achia Willy Pose. And it is Oselu with the service. Nicely picked up.
Bosire.
And they could not anticipate that. But again, the experience of Bosire there, playing really well. Whoever is in the middle blocking area there, look at that. Pretty quick for Okello. He blinked, he lost it. And it is Elijah Bosire with the service.
There seems
Coach
to be another
Mulinga
quick
there.
point.
Another error. It's 5-point lead for, and Regan Oselu is replaced again by Jean-Claude Masezerano. Ogwa picks it. Still in play.
Doita.
There is a net touch
There is a
by
net touch.
either Kevin Kipchumba or Brian Gamonde or Doita. 4 points between the two teams, and Ogwa goes to serve. David Neke is not in the country at the moment. Somebody is asking about him. And the fact that only one person went to block, that is Nimrod Kamadi, means that they have pretty much... You see, Okello goes up with Elijah Bosire, who is now in the backcourt. He cannot
Dodge that ball.
But he still goes up with him. And therefore it meant that they were already exposed, TVC. And to see that Joash is playing in the middle area today is quite something there, considering he's usually an opposite. Boash, not Joash. Thank you so much for that correction. The team in the production
block.
unit, and he's come in really handy with that block there. Boash. It's only 3 points between the two teams, or is it? Yeah, 3 points.
3 points.
And it is Okello with the service. Okello, who in the first two sets was very useful with his attacks and also in defending. But right now, Kenya Ports Authority are playing really well, offensively and also defensively.
Definitely. Sam Juma has taken charge.
Doita picks it up nicely.
Defense.
Oh, it is still in play.
Oh,
They are about to cross
no.
that line. Did they cross the line? They actually sent that ball out of court. And the coach is having a conversation with the setter there, Jean-Claude Masezerano.
Gamonde serving.
Gamonde with the service. We've seen his services really
Being effective.
dangerously effective.
Mbappe
And now
with
Mbappe
a lot of
earning
experience.
that block out, I think.
Yes, I think he actually blocked it on the side of the... It was a block
Okay.
out. It was really quick one.
And TVC again gets that point. It's 12-14 now, I think. Or is it 11? Let's wait and see
Amadi.
if the scores are going to 12-14.
12-14.
2 points now. And
There's a timeout
KPA
KPA.
are out on a timeout. TVC must, I have to use that word, must
Must win this set.
Must,
they don't
must
win this
set. If they don't, then
the
it's
history
as
of
good as gone.
KPA of coming from behind and
Winning
taking
it.
the match
Yes.
might just come into play. It's happened twice.
Happened twice in the last season. In the second last leg and then in the playoffs. Similar fashion. And it's a question that I actually posed to the coach, Trailblazers, at the beginning of this match. And he said that he expects that they are going to have more clinical finishes in this particular match.
Interesting comment by
Erastus Ngoge.
We start
Anasema
the
wao
big
kama
games
mashabiki wanaumia.
well, but
Tunakubaliana nawe sana. You cannot be throwing your hands like that, Nimrod Hamadi. He's done a service out of court. And just seen him throwing his hands. But he was alone there in service. He should not blame anyone. It is Mbappe. And he is stopped by Lemoy. And look at that. He really went in hard. They made an attempt in retrieving that, but it was too fast. Kevin Kipchumba picked up by Mbappe. It is Hamadi now, and this time around he is able to catch Sam Juma off guard. Hamadi, nice performance by Nimrod Hamadi. And again, boils down to Mbappe again, if he's able to avoid the service mistakes that he's done. And he repeats that mistake, even though he's not doing that jump serve. And they're going to make a change. KPA. Chris Owala is stepping out, I think. They've started by replacing Elijah Bosire with Jeffrey Jeff, and then Kevin Kipchumba has stepped out for
Again,
Titus.
using the same tactic. Bringing
Yes.
in,
I think
attackers.
what's the difference now is in the coaching bench, because now you've seen what Mulinge is able to do with the squad that he has, the changes that he's making here. And Ogwa has really been also very instrumental in the points that TVC have been able to earn.
Indeed.
From the first two sets, he played really well, and he's able to minimize that difference to only 3 points now. Whether they are able to do that is another thing. Boash with that service, nicely picked up. It is Titus now, and Hoita sends it out
trying to
of play.
Be witty about it.
Yeah, it's 15-17, and Boash now has to serve again. TVC have to block. They have really to defend that one if they are to catch up and even go ahead. Wala picks it. Oh, it is Lemoy who. Oh, and the Ogwa again, stopped by Jeffrey Jeff again, and this time around Lemoy sends it out of court. It's a touch out. Ogwa being very key in this still. Look at the way Lemoy anticipates it, but with the way he positions his left hand in that defense means that Jeffrey Jeff has stepped out. Kevin Kipchumba comes back on court. Boash with that service. I don't know why I keep calling him. Oh, it is blocked, but also goes out of court. And again, Elijah Bosire is back, I think. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is back.
And Doita is the clinical finisher here for KPA. Lemoy with the service. Mbappe picks it nicely. And Okello is the clinical one now. 17-18 actually.
17-18.
Are they
have
able to
narrowed
catch
the
up,
margins.
TVC? Are they able to defend this one? It's 17-18. He serves it nicely, picks up nicely by Owala. Oh, it is still in play, but they are too slow because Mutero is able to pick it up. Elijah Bosire goes to serve. Mutero had actually seen it come. It's not enough that he's able to do what he's able to do. Bosire again salvages that. Kevin Kipchumba is stopped. Oh, Doita is able to pick it on his foot, and there is an injury there. Unfortunately, it seems to be a serious injury.
Knee
Somebody
injury?
there writhing in pain. We are going to confirm whom that is. But it seems that it is. We are going to let you know who that. It's not Masezerano. It's not Nimrod Kamadi. It could be Okello. It actually is Okello. The middle blocker there for TVC. But the replay will let us know what happened. We hope that it is not a serious injury.
Indeed, it is
that is going to send him out of
probably
play.
Out of impact on the net. Could be an impact injury on the net. But again, if it was with another player, then the other player should be able to also feel something.
It is a knee injury.
Could be also the landing.
Kimanzi Ones, you're saying Blazers. Blazers,
a
go
replay
Blazers.
Of that.
Thank you. We have an injury here. It is Okello. We are going to have a look at that replay.
Well,
what happened? He's actually.
What happened?
Yeah.
Well, he seems to be strong enough.
Yeah, it is a knee problem. He's going to have a feel of that. And of course, Kate is attending to him, the team physio. Slightly above the knee, as we can see Nimrod and Masezerano demonstrating. I don't know what happened there. Let's have a look. Oh, it was a knock.
It was an impact.
Yeah, it was Nimrod Kamadi and
it seems to be on the side of the knee, the
Okello there. Nimrod Kamadi
while he looks
just landing off the blocks there, and he happened to have knocked Eugene Okello.
Well,
we can see Derek Apat preparing on the sidelines there. This time around, that point goes to KPA. I think in the previous match, yeah, it was 18-17. And now they have given away that point. Because the other time, I think, when there was an injury, that point was withdrawn.
It was the referee.
Oh, it's 1918, so they haven't given it away. It's 1918 actually. I've just received that correspondence from the team. Maritim coach, kindly do some corrections on the scoreboard. Yes, they are going to do that. It's 1918. And Ogwa there with a painful error at this particular stage of the competition.
Very costly.
It's 2018 now, and it is the experienced Doita with a service. Look at that service.
Well received.
Look at that service. It is Mbappe who goes for the kill. Kevin Kipchumba is not able to stop him. And of course, Brian Gamonde was anticipating that ball would be set in the middle area. He was ready to block that. Mutua coming in for Ogwa. And Ogwa is having a conversation with the coach there. As it stands, Trailblazers have a point. They have the possibility of making it 3 points. But Brian Gamonde there outwitting Bosch.
And going to serve.
Of course, you have to give it to Elijah Bosire there. Brian Gamonde again with that service. It is Nimrod Kamadi.
Ball is still in play. Will it be Toita? Definitely Toita. Still in play again. Outside.
Goes out to Chris Owala.
Good defense. Good defense by Trailblazers.
And it is Mbappe who... Oh well, that
seems
point
to be a touch out.
Is given to Mbappe effectively, meaning that it's 20-21. Pretty tight one here between the two teams in this fourth set. Tabitha Cherono, you're saying Nimrod Magoti Areli Utapaka Vaseline. Tabitha Cheron. I think that's the referee.
That's
if I'm
the
not wrong.
referee, yes. She's one of the...
Oh, nicely blocked. Though it, I mean, Juma, and then Owala getting that touch out. Whoever was in that position was not able to retrieve it for TVC. Look at where Mutua is, and even where Nimrod is standing, he's not able to pick that up. Mutunga is saying, I wish my friend Jemo Mtero a win. Wishing him the very best as well. It's TVC 20, KPA 22, Kevin Kipchumba with the service. Who is it? It's Nimrod Kamadi. And Kevin Kipchumba is not able to pick it. It seems it's neck to neck here. And yeah, Nimrod Kamadi with stellar performance as well. Playing from the backcourt. And another change. It's Ogwa coming in for the defense. It is Masezerano, Boash, and Ogwa. Oh no, Mbappe again with that error.
Serving.
Mbappe with another error at a very crucial stage.
He has not been lucky.
I do not know why he cannot just, float serve. Must he jump serve because they haven't been effective at all. Yeah.
Very true, but that has always been his way of
23-21. Chris Owala jump. You see, even if he serves it like Owala does, he will still be able to just placing it.
Very true.
Yeah, because Owala, yes, jumps up, but still is able to place it. But for Mbappe, really, it's been quite a challenge. And Boash goes to serve. He is the decider, really. Him alongside the defenders,
the front court
front court defense there, are the ones who are going to decide whether this game ends here.
Jump float.
Yes, and Kevin Kipchumba.
Has to be.
Oh, it is in play still. Oh, that ball I thought was going out of court, but there is a net touch by Ogwa, and effectively this means that this set is at set point.
Did save that ball.
Set point for KPA.
Well, it's not over yet.
It's over.
It is over.
It's over.
Well, you're going to say, clearly we're going to see a 5-set thriller.
It has happened
before.
It has happened again. They are saying that there is a net touch. From the replay, it's not clearly visible. But
again, both captains
no, it's there.
Not over. It's actually a point for.
Is it a point for TVC?
Is it over? Is it not over? We wait to see.
I
do think it's over. Otherwise, it would have been 23-24.
Yeah, it's actually over.
It's over. So both captains expected to go and choose where to start, who's serving.
But you see, it's already water
under the bridge.
It's water under the bridge because you cannot be fighting at this crucial stage when you have made several errors from the beginning of the set, and ideally through the third set to the fourth set.
Indeed.
That set is as good as over. I think the referees have decided thus. It's 25-20, 25-19, 25-13, 25-22. Because the first two sets went to Trailblazers, and then the next two sets have gone to Kenya Ports Authority. The margins, of course, reducing in the fourth set, but nonetheless, that match, as it stands, is at par. It's 2-2. Each team has a set now. Each team has a point, and here are the match statistics. It's 25-22 in favor of KPA. Points and from attack, 15 points for Trailblazers and 12 for KPA. 1 each for block defense. There is one service ace by Trailblazers, but here where it matters Trailblazers have given away a lot of points in terms of their errors. 12 points to be precise for KPA and 5 for Trailblazers. Maritim keep quiet, 5 set. If the technical bench for TVC want to rectify their mistakes, they will lose the 5th set as well. Couldn't agree more, Maritim. Kinshan Wambei, you're saying Team Trailblazers keep going. Winning this is our portion. Peter Odhiambo, you're saying comeback is real. Caroline Joki, you're saying Blazers always get comfortable when they win the first 2 sets, and it will cost them greatly. I wish that they will remain in the same mentality to the end. Donald Wafula, you're saying this comeback is great. Willie Weiss, you're saying at the dock the cruise ship sets up. They say slowly, and along the journey it picks up speed. The dockers know this, and you're wishing KPA the very best. Hot shots, you're saying TVC nearly won. Pretty interesting way of putting it. Quite hilarious, but truly this was Trailblazers for the win. And you can see Moses Sialo having a conversation with the players, his colleagues there, because he really, like Omolo and Kamara on the other side of the net, are watching from the bench. Erastus Ngoge, you're saying Mbappe has given away 6 serves, painfully so. Rose Modoni still wishing TVC the very best. This is the 5th and final set in this thrilling match. Beautiful exchange between Trailblazers Volleyball Club and Kenya Ports Authority. Of course, all the fans watching on as Kenya Ports Authority pull a solid comeback. Ramadan Mishoki, you're saying you're seeing Sialo Jr. He cannot play because he has played in another league. And to be precise, he played in Iraq, just the same way as Omolo and Kamara cannot play for KPA. Peter Odhiambo, you're saying ambia Sonko awache kukimbia ndani ya uwanja. Well, you can understand the pressure that comes with winning the first 2 sets and then losing it because of several avoidable mistakes. That is the situation. This is the 5th set, and it is starting off shortly. It's TVC that are starting off with the service, and of course that is Jean-Claude Masezerano, Rwandan international, with that service. Kim Showambe, you're saying represent us very well as a number 1 fan from Naivasha. Unasema kaende, nicely blocked there by Okelo, and Mutero picks it up. It is Ogwa who will decide how this point goes, and he decides that it will go out of court. That setting there from Juliet Mbappe, and of course after a very good effort from James Mutero, who picked it up from out of the court, and they are still able to win that back. TVC. Victor Olo, you're saying the Dockers have resuscitated courtesy of TVC errors. Couldn't agree more. Let's watch how effectively TVC minimize their undoing in this set. I hope they do. Maritim keep quiet, you're saying Elijah Bosire is a man of the match. Kudos, Bosire. Keep the ball flying. Ogwa with that service. Is it blocked? It is blocked, but Cesarano could not pick it up. Bernardo Rembe, you're saying TVC coach shall carry the blame if they lose this game. Why should you fumble with a winning squad in the hands of an experienced coach like Mulinge? It is Nimrod making that mistake again of giving away those balls that are easily picked in the front court there. And again, Juliet Mbappe.
I hope that is not
that
injury.
is
No.
another possible injury. Robert Kabukuru, you're saying where is Ngatia? He's not in the TC4 this time around. They're going to bring back.
When Malinga seems agitated, there seems to be a problem
error
that
on the other side.
needs
Let's
to
wait and
address
see
the referee about.
what happened there.
Referee asking him
There
to
is
leave
Obadia who is coming back. At some point they made a change, and I think the first 2 sets of Badia played really well.
He really played well.
I do not understand why that change was
why.
made, but it is a change that TVC are going to make here. It is Nimrod Kamadi who is going, well, they changed their mind again.
Well, if you look at it, Nimrod Kamadi had not been blocked since the beginning of...
No, but the way he places those balls there, really...
They seem easy for...
Yeah, they're pretty easily
APA to
picked pretty easily.
And we are yet to see what the challenge is about. The referee
they
is
can't seem to agree.
consulting.
And if they give away that point, considering after the injury they didn't give away the point, then there is definitely going to be a discussion between the coaches and the referees there. The captains listening in to what the 2 referees are saying. The main referee and his assistant there. And it's 3-2. Of course, with TVC, I mean KPA in the lead. That
Well,
point is given out to, I think, TVC. Is it?
Whether it's...
Okelo with that service.
set.
Owala, and Nimrod is not able to contain him. It's 4-2.
4-2. I think if it was...
It is Kevin Kipchumba, I think, with the service there. No, Brian Gamonde.
Like I
Beautiful, beautiful finish by Nimrod Kamadi there. He's left alone to his devices, really. It was for him to only lose. Because the thing that differentiates Nimrod Kamadi from the other attackers in his position, I think, is the level of jump that he has.
He does have a jump.
He really
also
has,
for his height.
You know,
He does
very
go-
powerful, very high jump there. And Boash blocks that nicely. It's 4 ups here. Chris Owala again. Yeah, it is picked up by Nimrod Kamadi. It is Mbappe, and he still picks it up. It is Mbappe again. Decides to place it. This time around, he earns that point. Juliad Mbappe, Cameroon international. What's the issue? There seems to be
another issue. Is it a timeout by...
Oh, it's a timeout by Kenya Ports Authority, and the second
also,
referee
the
was
fact
not
that
able to see
Mbappe
that.
was able to pick it and again hit it
Yeah.
twice in a row means that he's a really strong player and very technical. Because another one would have lost momentum in the course of picking up the ball, going back and hitting it twice,
Yeah.
and ensuring that actually it was thrice, and ensuring that he actually delivers a point to the team.
We can see Bosch there being the one giving the pep talk to his colleagues. Of course, he's done a beautiful blocking defense there. Elvis Kiptanui, you're saying, where is the goal?
Unfortunately,
Unfortunate error by Nimrod Kamadi, who had put up a really beautiful performance, but an easy point to give away Nimrod. And he's calling on the setter Masezerano Juliad for those balls from the backcourt. It is Mbappe who is left alone. Picked up by Sam Juma.
Defense. You see the sets.
Oh, it is
placed by Loita Hamadi.
Hamadi plays out of court.
Unfortunately,
It is quite an unfortunate one. And Masezerano cannot have any of it. He cannot have any of those excuses again, Masezerano, because he was left alone. He decided to give it away. It's 6-5 now. And I can bet that whoever gets to the 8th point really fast, oh, they make another error.
Nets.
And Kamadi must be relieved
That happened.
that happened. Now we are going to see if Julian Mbappe is going to give away this point, or
still jump serving.
another error of service from Julian Mbappe. I don't know why they are not doing a substitution. The other libero in this time around, he's playing as a left player, I think, an outside hitter going in to serve.
Not quite.
Actually,
I
not
think
going to serve.
he
It's
went
actually
in
going to.
to back up the backward defense.
Yes.
Working with Sam Juma, who has been exemplary in this particular match.
So you have two very powerful
backward
people
defenders.
there.
They're both
defending.
featured for the national team.
Yes. Somebody's asking where is Ogutu for KPA. Ogutu is the one who left for Kenya Forest.
Yes, he did go to Kenya.
He was
Forest.
employed by the Kenya Forest side. You see, look at that placement that Oala is doing. Oh, it is nicely done by Ogwa there. And it is neck to neck here, really. Whoever will minimize those errors in service. Imagine if Mbappe had, done justice in service, and then they defend nicely. There would be a point ahead, or even two. Boash picked up by Sam Juma.
Again,
And,
touch out.
It's a touch out.
Toita bringing
Nice
in his
attempt at blocking it,
experience.
but it's a touch out. Courtesy of the experience of Juan Toita. And it's
There's a
8-7.
change of court.
It's KPA leading. Maritim Kipkoech, you're saying KPA must be serious?
Blazers actually.
No, Blazers.
must be serious.
Yeah.
Where is Lewis?
Hot shot. You're asking about Ogutu. He was employed by the Kenya Forest Service, and so he's no longer featuring with. He's no longer playing with Kenya Ports Authority.
Probably expecting him to come back after his
That
training.
ball was going out of court. I don't know why Mbappe picked it. Still in play. Nicely blocked. It's still in play actually. Ogwa sends it out of court.
Very costly mistakes
Yep.
in this very short
Mbappe
set.
should not have received that ball actually, because it was flying out of court. But he did. 2 points clear now, KPA. And it seems Trailblazers are going to settle for only 1 point, while they had the opportunity to win it
Still in play.
3 sets. And that point goes to TVC. The coach there is being asked to step aside behind the attack line by the second referee there. Peter, you're saying Ambia Nimrod amalize hiyo game. Trailblazers all the way from Naivasha. Thank you so much for joining us. Cesarano with a service, nicely picked up. And then it is hit outside by the all-experienced Doita. It's 9 ups. This is a close one.
A really close one.
Who is this?
Well, Nimrod goes out.
It is Nimrod who steps out, and it's Obadiah who is there with the blocks. Brought in to defend. Cesarano serves it nicely. Chris. Oh, and Gamonde is unable to attack that across the net. So Blazers, for the first time in this set, go ahead. Look at that. Yeah, it doesn't cross the net. Cesarano again. And that ball is over-received. It's an overpass by Doita. And this time around, that overpass crosses the net on the other side. It's outside. So it's 11-9. It's Kevin Kipchumba who comes in place of Moirori. And it's Doita who's been the one to give away 2 points consecutively. Oh, the other one was Brian Gamonde, but even the one before was Doita. Kevin Kipchumba picks it. It is Doita. And while Cesarano had picked it, it was too heavy, too fast. Look at the way Obadiah goes to block. It is only Obadiah who is left to defend that. But if they're able to convert this, first they have to start by receiving it well. And it is Elijah Bosire with a service, who's pretty clinical. Nicely picked up by James Mutero. It is Nimrod Kamadi who attacks it at directly onto Chris Owala.
Brian Gamonde failing to go and block.
Yeah, and it is Ogwa with the service. Will he avoid the mistakes?
Seems to be
Well, there's a timeout by
KPA.
Kenya Ports Authority. KPA 10, TVC 12. It's the 5th set. It ends at 15. Let's see if they are able to maintain their lead, TVC, because this really was theirs to win.
It was.
This really was
From the
theirs
onset,
to win
having 2
from
sets
the
ahead.
onset. It's theirs to lose as well, because they are now 2 points ahead.
Indeed.
All right. Trailblazers with the service. It's Ogwa going to serve. Are they making a change for service? Nope. It's Doita, Kevin Kipchumba, and Sam Juma with the service, with the reception on this end of the net. Ogwa with that service. It is to Doita. Doita. Oh, he is blocked. He still is able to attack, and then
Mbappe.
it is Mbappe who could not play that ball across the net, and James Mutero is not happy about it because he was able to pick it. Ogwa picks it up. It is Nimrod Hamadi who attacks it, and
Becomes 13.
Sam Juma blinked and missed it. It's 13-11. If they're able to maintain their 2-point lead, Trailblazers, this is theirs for the winning, and they will continue to secure their chances for the playoffs because they have, I think, 4 losses now, TVC. If they lose this one, then it will be very difficult for them to make it to the playoffs. Oh, nicely done by Boash. Oh, he overpassed that. That was an overpass, and the coaches there from either side, look at that. Oh, there was a net touch.
There was
Actually a net touch.
That was quite a quick point.
Yeah, that was a net touch by Bosch. It's 11-13. Is it?
Should be.
Is it 11-13 or 12-13? Yeah. KPA with the service. It's Brian Gamonde. Who is it gonna be? It's Nimrod Hamadi, and he's able to finish that pretty beautifully. It is Lemoy and Chris Owala, and the Trailblazers are at set point. If it's 13-11, I think. 14 actually. 14-12.
14-12.
Yes, received the correction. Nimrod Kamadi, that.
Seems to be
Oh well, there's a timeout.
timeout.
Yeah, because there's an injury, I think. There is a possible injury on the side of TVC.
TVC once again.
On the hands of Jean-Claude Masezerano, if I'm not wrong. Or it's just a conversation they are having.
Could be.
But it's a timeout for TVC. And if they make this point, then they will have been able to salvage their win. Although with only 2
Lost
points,
a point.
but it's still a win.
It is a win.
It's 14-12 now. Rico Finch, you're saying Mbappe has cost Blazers. Kim Shan Wambei, TVC, we win this. Well, we hope for the best. TVC with a service. It's Nimrod Hamadi. Serves it across the net for starters. It is Doita. It is nicely picked up. Mbappe with a set. Oh, Boash with a set. It is still in play. Boash again, and it is Mbappe who finishes it. And it is done. It is done. It is indeed done. Maritim keep quiet, tunasema bado ngumu. Imekamilika sasa na ni Mbappe ambaye anahakikisha ya kwamba wanakamilisha mchezo huu kwa mfano huo. Na you know, yeah, he's actually stepped up when it mattered.
When it mattered.
Yes. It mattered most. Mbappe for TVC, and effectively Trailblazers win this 3-2. They should have won these 3 sets to none actually.
None. They had contained themselves in the
at this particular
third
point,
set.
they have given away that point to KPA.
KPA had earlier approached this match as quote-unquote underdogs, having lost a couple of their players earlier on in this season. We have the match statistics there, with the Trailblazers taking the match 3-2 against KPA. The points are 15 for Trailblazers and 12 for KPA. Attack points, we're having Trailblazers having more points at 10, KPA at 5. Block points, we have 2 for Trailblazers and 1 for KPA. Service, we did not see any ace services in this set. And opponent's error, we have 6 for KPA and 3 for Trailblazers. Thank you so much for joining us for this particular match. I am sure it was well anticipated from yesterday. It has indeed proven to deliver, to be quite the thriller that it was meant to be. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking part in our trivia questions today. We await another match that is coming up shortly, featuring KDF against AP Kenya. We also expect a thriller. And again, as it turned out, Trailblazers was meant to take this match 3-0, but KPA came up from behind to take 2 sets. They lose a point to KPA, but nonetheless they won the match. So they go away with 2 points. Thank you again for watching us. We look forward to again having you for the remainder of the day. Saying out is myself, Florence Bosire, hoping to see you next in a few minutes. Keep it locked.
Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of the match between Kenya Ports Authority and Trailblazers Volleyball Club. And of course it has ended with 3-2, of course in favor of TVC. And with me here is the captain, James Mutero, TVC. How does that feel, having had the opportunity to win this match 3-0 and then it ends up 3-2?
I think first of all we have to congratulate the boys. It wasn't the result we expected. Having taken a 2-0 lead, we thought that taking the third set would have been easier for a comprehensive win. But all in all, we take a win. It's 1 point dropped, but congrats to the guys. Yes.
Exactly. This is something that has repeated itself for I think 3 times now, because it happened 2 times in the previous season, and now it has reared its ugly head in this particular season. What is it really that needs to change for you to be able to finish it smoothly?
I think as a team we need to go back to the drawing board. We need to realize that the third set is as important as the first set, because I think at times the third set we kind of get overexcited and see as if we have already won, not knowing the opponent is also giving his best. So I think we need to treat all sets equally. The third is as important as the first, and I hope from the successive mistakes we've made in the third set, we ought to have learned by now. And I think going forward, that is not a mistake us as the players and the fans should expect from us.
Yeah, because that is a conversation that the fans have been having, the ones who've been watching this particular match, because they are asking why is it that it is repeating itself severally. But thank you so much and congratulations on your win, although you've settled for 2 points. But yeah, congratulations for that and thanks for having this conversation with us.
Thank you.
All right. That's the captain, Trailblazers Volleyball Club, James Mutero, of course, expressing his disappointment in the manner in which they were able to play that particular game, because Trailblazers was out to win this by 3-0. Now the matches that are coming up, the match that is coming up is between General Service Unit and the Administration Police side, and you saw what happened yesterday between Administration Police side and the other team. We hope that it is also going to be a pretty heated match. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for keeping this lively. We are going to start the live for this particular match in a few minutes, just after they start warming up. But thank you so much for keeping, for staying with us. And of course, from the commentary desk, it's been Florence Bosire and yours truly, Manuel Egon, for TVC. And on behalf of the entire production team, we want to say asante sana. Keep it locked and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more of this action from NYAYO Stadium. Asante.
Uno.